In the Soul Land 2. 700,000-year-old Snow Queen explodes. Electrolux burns his soul to save Snow Queen. The birth of Huo Yuhao's first soul. As the leader of the three kings of the far north, the 700,000-year-old Snow Queen. Although powerful. But his fate was extremely difficult. As a creature born from the energy of heaven and earth in the far north. It took her countless years to develop thoughts and wisdom. Because she could not survive the heavenly tribulation. She chose to transform into a human. But she was captured by a human soul master and trapped in the conferred God platform. It was not until he met Huo Yuhao that he was released. Unfortunately, he was forced to self-destruct by the two-titled Doluo. Only a trace of origin remained. Entered Huo Yuhao's spiritual sea. With the help of Electrolux. Seal the origin of the Snow Queen. Waiting for Huo Yuhao to grow up. Then he could merge with Huo Yuhao. I thought I could just wait for Huo Yuhao to be promoted to Soul Saint. But I never expected that. Another accident occurred during this trip to Haotian sect. And it was the most fatal one. Even Ice Emperor Tianmeng and the others will suffer together. The culprit of all this. It is the Haotian sect's 10,000-year-old ice jade bed. Huo Yuhao has the ultimate ice martial spirit. Practicing on the ice bed can achieve twice the result with half the effort. Rapidly improving strength. But the accident came too suddenly. Just when Huo Yuhao was still immersed in the joy of his soul power breakthrough. But suddenly discovered the sealed origin of the Snow Queen. Was madly absorbing the heaven and earth energy of the ice bed. It looked like it was about to explode. Once the Snow Emperor's origin, which has 700,000 years of cultivation, explodes. Everyone will die. At this critical moment, Alex stepped forward. He has a way to merge the soul of the Snow Emperor with the origin. Thereby controlling the explosion. Everyone worked together to follow the arrangements of Alex. Take action together. Suppress the origin of the Snow Emperor. It just so happened that the two leaders of the Haotian sect appeared in time. With the help of the Azure Bull Python and the Titan Giant Ape. Finally, Alex began to burn the fragments of his spiritual consciousness. It turned into two flames and fell on the origin of the Snow Emperor. At this moment, Alex's body began to become illusory and transparent. Even so, Alex's mouth still chanted the spell. Behind the Azure Bull Python and the Titan Ape, their soul beast bodies have appeared. Behind the Azure Bull Python, a huge blue dragon emits a series of dragon roars. Behind the Titan Ape, it was a giant ape, beating its chest. Under the joint suppression of the three powerful men, the Snow Queen's origin did not explode. The Snow Queen also took this opportunity to merge her soul with her origin. Huo Yuhao also drew runes. After the golden runes were integrated one by one, gradually suppressing the violent energy, they finally succeeded. The Snow Emperor eventually turned into the embryo of the Snow Girl. But Alex completely disappeared from the world of Doluo continent. Before he died, he told Huo Yuhao, if Huo Yuhao really became a god one day, you can go to other worlds. Find the fragments of Electrolux's consciousness. Then you can revive him. Electros sacrificed himself. But it brought a powerful soul to Huo Yuhao. After the birth of the Snow Queen soul, it looked like a little girl. This video will end here.